Shalom Aleichem, everybody. I hope all is going very well with you. We have an important message to share, and please, everyone who watches this, please share this with your fellows to help spread this message to the world. That we have an important mission, an important task in this generation to accelerate the process of redemption, to end the suffering, to bring the redemption, to bring the days of Moshiach, to make Hashem feel at home in this world. And the way we do this, more than any other way in this specific generation, the way that we do this in the sense where, of course, every mitzvah that we do is important, every positive deed we do is important. We can't measure any of the values of certain mitzvahs. We don't know the secret value of a specific mitzvah. We can never underestimate the value of any mitzvah. But our sages give us one specific task they want us to increase in, to bring the temple, to bring the third temple, the Beis Hamikdash, the days of Moshiach. And that is to increase in our love for our fellow. That is one of the most important things we can focus on. Of course, every mitzvah is beyond infinitely important, and we can't leave out any positive deeds. Each positive deed is a specific organ, so to speak, of the body, of our soul, so to speak, spiritual part of our soul, and made in the image of God. Each mitzvah, each positive commandment we do, unlocks a certain level of our soul, that we can reflect that part of our soul, that we can reflect Hashem that way in that world. When we miss out on certain mitzvahs, when we miss out on certain opportunities to serve God, so we're missing out on an opportunity to bring down light into our lives and into the world in that specific way. When somebody is hurt, or when somebody needs your help and you help them, so you bring down divine light into the world in that way. By helping that person, you channel the divine light through that way. And when somebody gives to charity, he channels the divine light in another way. And when another person shows love to somebody, welcomes them in their home and gives them food, whatever it may be, that's another way of showing love. A person puts on tefillin, a Jewish male puts on tefillin, he brings down divine light into the world through that way. So in this generation, where we are struggling, and the final days of exile may be today, the final day, the first day of the days of Moshiach may be today, one important mission we have is to really increase in our love for our fellow, to feel empathy for our fellow, to feel love for our fellow, and to express our love towards them. And that will bring life into the world and revive the dead. It will, in the days of Moshiach, Hashem will revive the dead. And there's even a concept of reviving dead right now, that when a person is down, when a person's in dark places in their life, they feel like they may be dead, but Hashem revives the dead. Even the people who are alive, who act as if they're dead, Hashem revives them too. And we all can be revived by the Creator. And one way to do that is to express love towards our fellow. And to express love towards Hashem in that way. When we show love towards our fellow friend, we're showing love to Hashem, and when we're conscious of that, when we realize, wait, this person is suffering and they need my help, and that means Hashem is suffering and Hashem wants my help. So when I help this person, I'm helping Hashem, and I'm bonding with this person, and also, of course, how much more so with Hashem. We use that, and we can bond with Hashem in a far deeper way. And that really is the mission, the task of this generation. Because as we know, the previous temple was destroyed because of baseless hatred. Sinat chinam, it means free hatred, like unlimited. It was like baseless hatred, like open hatred for no reason. So our sages say, so what's the way to reverse this? What's the way to fix this? That the temple was destroyed because of baseless hatred, because of useless hatred. How can we bring the third temple? By showing baseless love. Since there was hate for no reason, we have to show love for no reason. How many times have we been upset for no reason? Why not let's be happy and love each other for no reason, so to speak? And that's the deepest love of all. When our love for each other, and how much more so our love for Hashem, is dependent on something, dependent on receiving something back, it's a fake, it's a limited, it's not a real love. But when our love towards Hashem and towards the other is not because of what they give to me, but what I can give to them, that is when we reach this truest, the deepest level of love, and with that we'll merit the redemption. May it be today. And may all the people who are suffering, may they all be saved. May Hashem redeem us all and fix all of our difficulties. May we all be redeemed immediately and healed. Those who need a healing get a healing. And we have to allow ourselves to feel love for each other. Because really, when are we happiest? When is a person happiest? When they're involved with the other person, when they're concerned for the other person, when they're interested in the other person. When they're interested in the other person, and of course, all of this is an example, of course, for us and Hashem. When we're interested in Hashem, what Hashem wants, and when we're interested in our brothers and sisters, what they want, then we'll really reach our true self. Then we get to access our true identity, our true happy part of our soul. Because what does our soul really want? Our soul is always pure. No matter how much we go through in this world, no matter what dark place our body may have to take us into, God forbid, our soul remains pure. And our soul is always wants to serve Hashem. And it is like the little child within us that is obsessed with Hashem. And we have to get in touch with that part of ourselves. Because the way the child that loves the parent is beyond logic. It's a complete love, a complete dependency. We have to show Hashem a complete love beyond reason, a complete dependency on Hashem. And of course, everything we do reveals something above. So when we show love to our fellow, Hashem will show love to us. Hashem will comfort us. Really, it's important to recognize that there's people in this world who are going through a lot of challenges, which means may Hashem save us. And when we show concern for our fellow, that arouses divine mercy. And that brings the Moshiach. And that is like the simplest way, and shows that really being a good person is the prerequisite for learning Torah. A person could learn Torah for many different reasons. But the prerequisite, when you go to learn Torah, the main thing, it's assumed already that you want to be a good person. You want to be nice to your fellow. You don't want to be mean to each other. And look, we all sometimes life could put challenges in front of us, and some situations are very difficult. But when we remain in touch with the Creator, and we recognize the Creator's love for us, and we say, listen, we try to empathize with the fellow, Hashem will do the rest. Hashem says, open up a little bit, open the door a little bit, and I'll come in immediately. Hashem just wants us to open up a little crack, and He'll fill us completely. So that's how we remember. We do have a mission to do. We do have to show love. We do have to work on ourselves and refine ourselves and work to bring Moshiach and work to help each other. We do have to do work. But really, when we just do a crack, a little drop of work, Hashem opens it all up for us. It's really one little drop of effort down here arouses a massive divine rachamim, divine mercy upon the world. So we know, and that will give us that allows us to have more confidence in Hashem and trust in Hashem and faith in Hashem, and that's really how we can bring Moshiach. We have to show love. We have to be excited to express our love and fear of Hashem, and to work on our love and fear of Hashem. We have to be excited to reach these new incredible levels, but also to remember to have trust in Hashem, and remember that as hard as we work, at the end of the day, we can't do it without Hashem. He's the one who's going to deliver us. He's going to take us, and He's going to deliver us. And He is reliable, and He is trustworthy, and He will redeem us immediately. When we have that confidence in Hashem, that confidence beyond logic, beyond our own calculations, when we have the highest level of trust and faith and connection to Hashem beyond logic, it flows down into our logic, into our emotions, into our actions, and our whole being will be impacted and subsumed within this relationship with Hashem. And it'll affect every part of our lives. Each and every one of us, please share this with others. Please let's spread the message. Let us bring Moshiach. Please comment also, as we've been doing in previous videos, positive deeds that you've done, any chapters of Tehillim you've done, even something you've learned, any positive thing you've done, please comment below, and something you're grateful for as well. God bless you all.